Are here today streaming Freedom Planet on Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
First time.
This game is awesome. This is one of my favorite indie games ever, really. I showed it to a bunch of people at E3, so I'm very familiar with playing this Switch version at this point.
That's right.
And yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. If you guys don't know what it is, it's a 2D platformer inspired by like classic works from like Sega and Treasure and stuff like that. It is just a really superb game. I guess I'll just show it. We want to just get started?
Let's get started. You guys want to see this? Let's play this right now.
Alright, I'm going to do a new file here. We're going to do it in adventure mode. One of the features of this game is if you don't care about the story, there is over an hour of like cutscenes in this game.
Wow.
If you don't care about that though, you can play in classic mode and it just plays the stages and no story. So we're going to do adventure mode so you can get kind of a feel for the story.
Yeah.
The game also does have a bunch of Easter eggs. One of them is right here on the character select. If you're moving around really fast, characters react. So.
Ooh. Do it again. Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of things like that in the game. We're actually going to start with Carol. Lilac is normally the character that you would expect to start with. But I wanted to show off something with Carol that isn't available in the second stage. So I figured it'd be good to start with her, if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
Thank you guys for joining. So this is the E3 demo, correct?
This is going to show a little more than the E3
Okay.
demo. You wouldn't actually see this at E3 because we only showed gameplay. We're actually going to show you a little bit of the beginning story from the game. No spoilers though, because we're showing you the story in the order you would see it playing the game.
There's a lot more to the game than what we're actually going to show you.
Yeah, the game, each campaign is about 12 stages long, and we're going to show you the first 2 stages, and then let you pick which character you want to see play the 3rd stage.
Yeah. Yeah. That motorcycle is so awesome.
Where are you going? I have to make sure they're okay. Can't you be Little Miss Hero Pants some other time? Not a chance.
Sorry guys, we will fix the audio for you.
I'll go by
Was it
myself.
bleeding through?
Yeah, a little bit of feedback. Should be better now. Let us know
Sorry
if
about
it's better.
I better help.
You know, let us know if you have any questions about the game.
Okay, so Carol is, she's not the fast one. People mostly know Lilac because she's kind of the fast, speedy character. Carol is more of an acrobatic type. She's got her slashes and things. She can do the rolling into a ball thing. It's not really useful that often. Her big move is this, which she's completely invulnerable when she's doing that. So you can actually use it to like dodge attacks. Also, she can hop up walls. These leaves here are actually her health. You can see on the top left of the screen, the leaves are actually her health bar. The blue beneath that is kind of like her stamina meter.
Yeah. So we are going to be releasing this game digitally.
That is correct, but it is definitely worth it. Another little detail in the game is if you're moving quickly and you grab a freestanding ladder, you kind of swing off of it.
Oh,
which
cool.
I thought was just a neat little visual thing.
Yeah, there's like so many little things in this game.
But yeah, one of the things with her, she can just leap up walls like that, any wall. It's harder to see in this stage, but I picked her for this stage because she also has her motorcycle power-up, which you can get right here. These gas cans give her her motorcycle, which she can jump, double jump, ride up walls, climb ladders.
Yeah.
There is nothing she can't do with the motorcycle, which makes it a very fun thing to have. Let's see. The stages are also very non-linear, as you probably noticed. There's tons and tons of paths to go. Each stage also has 10 cards in it, which unlock like concept art and music tracks and things that you can view on the main menu. And there are, as I said, there are 12 stages in the game. So, I just wanted to show you climbing up and down ladders on a motorcycle, since that's not something you see every day.
What? What do you mean stop?
And I already lost the motorcycle, but that's okay, there are other gas cans here.
That is Nate in the background, by the way, guys. There's not just a disembodied voice.
Well, there is, but there's also Nate.
There's also Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With both of them.
Yeah, there we go, got my motorcycle back.
Yeah. Ride up walls, nice.
That is actually from the original trailer for the game. It just ended with the scene of Carol just saying, "Riding up walls."
How many of you guys in the chat have played this game? Let us know if you've played. And who your favorite character is. Who's your favorite character?
Mila is my favorite character. She is the unlockable third character, and she is incredibly fun to play. Also very difficult to play, but a lot of fun.
So, can you tell the chat how many different difficulties there are in the game?
I think there's easy, normal, hard, and then casual. We can switch over to casual later if we need to. I don't think we're going to need to, but casual is literally very casual. You almost can't die in casual because you... I was just checking to see if there's anything up there. There wasn't.
But hard's pretty hard, right?
Hard is quite hard. In fact, even normal. We're on normal right now, and normal can be pretty challenging if you're not used to it. This is a pretty tough game. And it is especially... Yeah, here's another one of Carol's moves, is whenever she's standing on one of these, you can just do a series of jumps.
Woo! Look at that!
Oh, and I see something here that indicates to me there's something up there. Yes, there's a card up here.
So we have some people who did play it on other platforms before, some people on the
Sweet.
Wii U,
Very
some
nice.
backers from Kickstarter. So one good thing to know about the Switch version of the game is it will have all the previously released content on all the platform versions.
Yep, including Mila's story mode is present and accounted for.
That's right.
Which, yeah, originally you could play as Mila, but you could only play her in classic mode. So you got only stages, no story. And her story is mostly the same as the other two characters, but does have a few unique scenes all her own as well. And like I said, there's a good hour's worth of fully voiced cutscenes in this game, so there's definitely plenty of story to be had. It gets pretty dark at times too, actually.
Wow.
And we have our first mini-boss. This is just the halfway point of the first stage. And this is a pretty small stage compared to a lot of them. We're going to be showing you 4 total, which consists of stages 1 through 3. Because Mila has her own unique stage 1 we're going to be showing you. How do I keep missing that?
Played a lot of it on PC. Faith is...
Lilac is awesome. They're all awesome to play. But yeah, Mila, I just love playing as Mila. She's just so unique.
They said Carol, personality-wise.
Carol definitely has a pretty great personality. She's just kind of... She just doesn't give a crap. It's great. I like Mila, though. I like Mila's timidness and everything. I think he's... Oh, I actually lost my motorcycle again. Man, I'm not exactly doing well here. But
Mitchie Bells, if you don't like that super fast gameplay, I feel like there's characters for that. Like this, this would be a good character for not super fast gameplay, I think.
I mean, I'm going relatively fast, but that's just because I've played this a bunch. This character is meant for exploration with the hopping up walls and stuff. And the third character, Mila, is definitely meant for exploration. She's probably the slowest of the 3, yet weirdly enough, her speed runs tend to be the quickest because her powers are so ridiculous. She's just like completely overpowered and can skip through whole sections really quickly, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. So there's definitely different characters have different gameplay styles, so it should suit just about everyone between the 3.
Yeah, you will see a definite difference. We're going to, after this, we're going to, oh yeah, that's right, I'm just jumping.
Michelle Y. Bells. Okay, I don't know how many streams you've watched of ours yet, but usually it ends in me butchering someone's name. More than one person's name, actually. So you're just that lucky person this stream.
I know Michelle Bells. It's nice to have you on the stream.
Yeah. I know you now.
She, during a recent visit to Japan a few years ago, she put me up at her place for a little bit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. She's also my comrade in arms for obscure Japanese PC brands.
Nice. Very nice. Wasn't this game inspired by Sonic, Richie asked?
It was. Originally, I guess this began life as a Sonic fan game, but then the creators decided that there was like a lot more they could do with it than that, so they just turned it into its own thing. I think it's much better off for it, because there's a whole lot more to it now than a simple just Sonic clone.
Yeah, a lot of different mechanics, different characters, lots of story.
Yeah, and I really can't stress enough just how much content there is in this game. My Steam profile for this has 21 hours on record, which for a game like that is pretty ridiculous. And I mean, that was me completing the game with all 3 characters, but not 100%ing it by any means. There's still plenty more for me to do.
So someone made a note that if you're going really fast, you are basically invincible if you zoom your in.
That is more or less correct, although as you can see I just took some damage there, so it's not 100% correct. But yeah, you are invincible when you're doing her move like that though, which I find very useful, except for the fact that I'm terrible at using it.
I think this is where I died earlier when I was playing.
Well, this is the boss of stage 1.
Yeah.
This is probably the shortest stage in the entire game, and, you know, we're almost 10 minutes into it here. And that's me, like, knowing what I'm doing and playing through a stage I've played through a million times. This is not a short game.
Shelly Bell said, what other world themes are there?
That was totally awesome.
World themes? Oh, like different types of settings?
Types of levels.
I mean, beyond this, there's the Relic Maze, there's Fortune Night, which is sort of a Chinese-inspired, like, cityscape.
You didn't say
there's-
please.
Yeah,
Fortune Knight has the slot machines.
Fortune Night has a lot of things. Yeah, Fortune Night has a bunch of Easter eggs, too. It's pretty good stuff. As you can see, this is fully voice acted. We can't hear it, so I can't actually tell if I'm skipping
Fine,
voices.
be
I
that way.
apologize if I am. But you'll get the idea either way. But yeah, aside from that, there's a fire stage. There's a pretty cool like lagoon stage with a submarine. There's an entirely like underwater base stage. Sort of a ninja hideout full of traps. There's a pretty good variety in this game.
Yeah.
And they're not the same exact 12 stages per character either. Depending on which character you pick, you get a different set of stages. Some characters have their own unique ones. As I was saying, Mila has her own unique stage 1, which you'll be seeing later. And Lilac has her own unique stage 7, I believe.
I love the characters in this
that was a
game. They're
close
all
one.
just so great.
Thank you, Miss,
And the enemy designs are pretty cool as
Miss
well.
Lilac.
The animations are great too. I love how expressive these little sprites
Yeah.
are.
You've been following
It really is like you're watching an episode of like a Saturday morning cartoon between each stage a lot of times.
I
Yeah.
take it you know this guy.
Girl.
This girl.
She's like my tail, always right behind me. Carol the Wildcat, at your service. And this.
Well, I'm Torque. I'm a shell
How
duck.
many of you guys have not
Well done.
played this game yet?
It's more of a nickname. I'm not exactly from around here.
Do we have any new Freedom Planet people in here?
I hope so. I hope we're able to introduce this to some people.
So what are you doing out here?
Because yeah, this was literally my game of the year 2014 when it first came out on PC.
Someone is about
Michelle.
to steal the Kingdom
She said
Stone,
me.
and I have to stop them.
Yeah, I've
Derby
been,
Gamer 200 said me. Someone asked about the bloopers.
Oh yeah, there are bloopers. We were planning on playing some of those later.
We will show you guys some of the bloopers.
Yeah, there's a special button combination that if you're holding it down while advancing dialogue during these cutscenes, if there are any voice acting bloopers, it will just play those instead of the correct dialogue. And the bloopers are also animated, like the character animations match the bloopers. So like you'll have characters making weird faces or like just running off screen because they screwed up.
That's
Things
awesome.
like that. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little detail.
That's a really, really cool feature.
Yeah, this game is so full of Easter eggs and things. It's great.
It's worth a shot.
Fortune Night, once we get there,
What about you?
that's going to be one where you're going to get to see quite a few of the Easter eggs, because, like I said, there are a bunch in there. And actually, that's pretty much what I'm thinking for this stream, which I talked about earlier, was I want to show you guys, after this cutscene, I'm actually going to quit out and restart as Carol, or restart as Lilac to play Stage 2.
Yeah.
Since I played Carol for Stage 1. And then after that, I'm going to quit out and restart the game as Mila, so you can see her Stage 1. And then we're going to see which character you guys want to see us play through Fortune Night with. Because you'll have seen a little bit of all three of them in action, and then you get to pick which one you think would be the most fun to play through the stage full of Easter eggs and things.
Yeah. And yeah, those bloopers were added in other versions of the game as well.
Yep, every version has those. This game is pretty standard among the versions that exist, so there shouldn't be anything that, you know, you'll be missing out on. But of course, if you play the Switch version, you get the best experience because it's ours.
Well,
Make a good
someone
point.
did note storable shelves that I can't even play this in handheld mode. It seems like a game that was really meant to be played like on handheld.
And it plays in handheld mode perfectly, so it is really a great fit for the Switch in that sense. I guess that's the real reason why you would probably want the Switch version. Not just because we did it, but that helps.
If you're like me and never dock your Switch and just play it when you're laying down in bed. Perfect.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do...
Everyone plays their Switch in bed. It's just good for you.
It's really good for that.
Although I will say lately, you can't see it right now, but we're playing with a Pro Controller. I recently got a Pro Controller, and I can't talk it up enough. If you have a Switch, you should get a Pro Controller.
I agree, the regular Switch buttons are a little small for my fingers. I actually got a blister on my thumb getting footage for this game.
Wow.
Because I was using a regular Switch Joy-Con. And yeah, this is Lilac. As you can see, she is the fast one. She doesn't look that fast now, but she has her Dragon Boost.
Yeah, which is super fun to use.
And it is directional, so you can actually aim it anywhere you want. You can also go along the ground. I actually meant to do that, but I went in the wrong direction. But if you aim it at a wall, you'll actually bounce off of the wall, and you can use that to like bounce up vertical corridors and things to get to areas you might not otherwise be able to. Right now, I want to get... Oh, no, that's the other thing, is her Cyclone, which is her spin move in midair. Sort of acts as a double jump as well. More or less, that's it as far as her abilities, that and her regular attack. But it's kind of enough. And, like, later in the game, she gets... And I don't need that yet. That's health, by the way. You can knock that open and get health. I'm going to get it.
Yum, 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 yum.
I don't need it, but I will get it.
I'm gonna get it. Such a fun character.
Yeah. That is
No,
definitely her
did-
thing.
Sky said, I take full pride in beating all 3 Nintendos using a Mac keyboard.
Wow. That is impressive, I must admit.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
So yeah, the theme of this stage is pretty much puzzles. There's just a lot of puzzles, Switch puzzles and the like, and getting myself hurt unnecessarily. But that's a theme of every stage. I guess I'm going. Oh, yeah.
Well, big arrows easy to do.
But yeah, the other thing, I don't know how many people noticed, but once you beat the mid-boss of a stage, the music actually changes for the remainder of the stage as well. Not to a completely different song, but to an arrangement of the song played during the first half, which almost every stage in the game has. And I really like that as a just general thing. I think it's a cool touch. And yeah, I have my choice of paths. Let's go the upper route first.
Yeah.
I forget which is which, honestly.
Switch puzzles.
Switch puzzles, yes. And yeah, as you can, this is really where you can definitely see that this game is not just Sonic. Like, it's not just going super fast. There's a lot of exploration. There's a lot of puzzle solving, things like that. Which is, I really do think that this makes for a good stage 2 because of that. Like, the first stage shows off the speedy part of the game and everything, and then this stage shows off more of the thoughtful aspect of the game.
So basically, the Switch version of the game, it just has all the previously released content. So I believe the PC has the same content as the Switch version, but it does have Carol's story mode, which the Wii U version didn't have.
Mule's.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, basically that is indeed the case. The PC version should have everything that you're seeing here as well.
But you can't play it on the go.
Exactly. No, I missed! Now I have to do this the hard way.
I need Freedom Planet on my plane rides and everywhere else, and my Yeah, my favorite thing is to make whoever's sitting next to me play whatever I'm playing. Make a friend.
Right, I do believe that was the top route taken care of. Now it's time to head to the bottom route.
Oh man! If you played Freedom Planet.
By the way, Lilac has directional normal attacks on the ground and in the air to spice up combat or used for traversing. Yep.
Yep.
Thank you for that comment.
As you can see there, I just did a bit of an uppercut.
Yeah.
Is this where I'm going to go? No, oh yeah. I can do that. Running on the ceiling thing. Yeah, down there, I think. It's actually been a while since I played this stage, so I don't actually remember what I'm supposed to do. Oh, there we go.
Fun surprises in store for Anime Expo. Well, wouldn't be a surprise if we said anything would. But we do hope to see everyone there, and Freedom Planet will be playable at Anime Expo.
Yep.
Yep, so we're gonna have 7 playable titles at Anime Expo. That's probably more than any other booth, I'd say, probably there. I can probably confidently say that.
It's gonna be good times.
Yeah. Yeah, Fox is cool.
I think there's still a stage left.
Two
Yeah.
more.
This is just the beginning of the second half of the stage, which also means the music changed over. This time there was no mid-boss, there was simply the cutscene.
Yeah.
Every good platformer needs to have a train. Oh yeah, this is the mid-boss, never mind. Forgot about this.
No, that's just wrong. We're not gonna run under the truck.
You actually can, and yeah, obviously you take damage,
Oh,
but yeah.
it seems wrong. I don't think that'd be very comfortable.
Probably not. But yeah. Time to just mess with those guys.
I like their faces.
Yeah. Just like, oh
Their
crap.
eyes got really big. They're like, oh my god, this is bad.
Now this stage also, depending on who you play as and which route you go, like this is a very non-linear stage.
Yes.
There's like a mine car section to this stage if you go a certain route. I think possibly only Mila can go that route, but I'm not sure. I'm probably wrong on that. I think I've only ever gotten there with Mila though, for whatever reason. Well, I definitely needed the help this time. As you can see, I'm not playing on casual mode, I'm playing on normal. I did adjust it from hard though, because I'm not playing on hard. But yeah, casual mode, if you play on casual mode, your life just constantly regenerates. It is really next to impossible to die. It's kind of actually really nice if you just want literally a casual gaming session.
It's a strange term for this. It's too impossible. Isn't everything?
Well, no. I don't think so, but I sort of get where you're coming from. This is not my best work here. Ooh, I did make it over here though. Is this where the minecart is? Maybe this is where the minecart is.
Good.
Let's find out. I think I might be going backwards. Yeah, I totally am. I'm retracing my steps through the stage. It's been a while since I played this. I played the other stages we're showing at E3, but this stage was not shown at E3.
Yeah, so there's no exact release date yet. We will let you guys know when we have one.
Buddy.
Yeah, that thing is a 1-up. Though, lives are more for people who want to do a score attack, because even if you lose all your lives, you can still continue, and you get endless continues, and you will start pretty close to where you were after that.
There's a release window of this fall.
That is correct. Right, where am I going? Okay. Got a thing chasing me. Okay,
Yeah, like we said earlier, it is pretty hard to die on casual. And you can explore the game. Ooh.
Aha!
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys are at Anime Expo, stop by.
Stop by, play it. It's good stuff.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this part. I remember this now.
So, tell us how your AX is going.
Yep.
For your video game.
Yep.
7.
Indeed. Alright, just hold that,
Yay.
light it up, and then get the hell out of here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go quicker. Go quicker.
If I go quick, I'm gonna screw up.
No pressure, but you're gonna die if that stuff hits you.
That is indeed correct.
No pressure.
I mean,
Okay.
it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. And we got this side, which I believe is just sort of a mini bosses type thing. Yeah.
I just wanted to see how Tom would do under pressure, guys. He survived.
I am
He
the
survived.
master of pressure. What are you talking about? No, this one doesn't have anything. That was just boss. I think that opened up a passage here, leading to the actual boss of the stage, which I believe I am approaching now, yes. But first there's...
Spade? What's he? Hey!
Is this where he has his line?
What do you think you're doing? That's the
Hold down the
go.
thing and see.
I needed
Yeah.
to find my
I don't
father's
think it's
killer.
this scene, but it
Not
might
like
be.
a couple
I'd rather be called a traitor than a murderer. Scar's left us no choice.
and you've left me no choice. Still training, I see.
You want to fight? Come and get it.
I'd love to stay and dance, but Mayor Zhao's
You
got
may
a tight
recognize that
schedule.
voice, by the way. That's Sean Chiplock. who plays Reen in the Trails of Cold Steel games. This is actually how we found him,
Something else is
was
guarding this
playing
thing.
Freedom
I
Planet.
hate to be around
His
to
work
break
as
it up.
Spade is, I believe, how we first discovered him.
You're
didn't
never
know
gonna
that.
get
Yep.
away with it.
We'll see
So
about
the
that.
voice acting was done the other way around.
Nope, this actually came out quite a bit before Cold Steel's
You'll
dub.
never make it out. But we should.
That's cool to see how we got Rain Chiplock in here.
Indeed. Alright. Now, I might die on this boss because I'm not super good at it, but we'll see. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not exactly good at it.
Woo!
Here we go. Got him. I think I have to do that 4 times.
Spades, Reapers, and Fortune Knight.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to see if maybe that was it.
Rudy said, I think if the level design could be altered to make non-stop running movement possible, it should be like some of the
Yeah, there aren't too many stages that do like allow for the non-stop movement that you would expect from a Sonic game. But I think that is part of what makes it what sets it apart from Sonic, what makes it sort of its own thing as well.
There are some levels, if you like that playing style, there are some levels that will
Yeah,
give you
for
that,
sure.
but
Especially Lilac's unique level, her stage 7 is very much like that.
oh,
I know. Well,
Ooh.
I do have. Oh, there we go. Nice
Whoa!
health. I needed that.
that was close.
I think that was pity health. Really, like I don't remember that being there a second ago. Oh yeah, I will always take the pity.
Got this. Whoa, there we go.
Okay, I was wrong. I guess there's one more hit.
Ooh.
One more thing I gotta do. Yeah, he's a lot more aggressive now. Crap.
Let's give you the good old challenge.
Stop throwing your things at me.
They really help.
As I went up, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, help!
There's help right there.
Help!
Get it.
Ah, no!
Oh!
Crap, I'm getting killed trying
Oh,
to get
God.
help.
Get up
do
there.
it. Yes!
Oh.
A little bit of health. Not much, but some. And a card. Ah,
Oh,
thought I could do that.
so
yes,
close.
yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Tough one. I believe this cutscene is... This is the point where if you were playing normally, if this weren't already a clear save, this is the point where you would unlock Mila.
Ooh.
Oh, bonus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know what I want it to land on. Health. I'm gonna have my health refilled. Oh, okay, I get to start the next stage with a shield. That's cool.
Nice.
Carol! Carol! I'm over here. You made it out.
Your ear.
It's just a scratch. I'm fine.
Well, we better find
Yeah.
Torque and get home so I can patch it up.
Well, this stinks. How are we gonna get more money?
We'll think of something. What I really want to know is why Spade is...
Buttloads of
Buttloads of cash.
Well,
I like the animation of her when she does like the lean in to say that as well.
stone for. I have a bad feeling about it.
Yeah, let us know if you guys have any more questions about the
someone's
game.
following us.
Right now,
What do
we
you
are
mean?
only going to release it digitally on Nintendo Switch.
Wait, someone with a shield. doesn't
Someone
wanna
with
pay
a
you.
shield. The shield is a major part
Sorry about
of
that.
playing as Mila.
Hello?
And yes, that is in fact who we've got
Don't
here.
be scared. I promise we'll keep you safe.
But
Woo!
Lilac, by the way, is a dragon girl, even though she doesn't exactly look like a dragon, but she is officially a dragon girl that plays a huge part in the plot later. Carol is a wildcat, And Mila is a puppy dog. She's a basset hound, officially.
Huh?
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I was just surprised is all.
Doge.
I won't hurt you.
It's like a rope.
Yeah,
Maybe we can be friends.
sure.
I'm Mila. What's your name?
Lilac.
Yeah.
That's a pretty name.
Thanks.
So who's gonna be
So,
grabbing
thanks
this
for
game when it
saving me
comes
back
out?
there.
Let us
Well,
know
what are you doing? I was
if you're
playing
gonna get the
over
game.
here, and then those
Get it,
people-
get it, get it!
They're not
Get
You
it!
should get it. You should get it. Because it's perfect for the Switch.
Yeah, it really is.
It really
You know
is.
what?
It's just tons of content to have on the go.
Yeah. And the play style. It's good for
Yeah.
handheld.
Nobody knows where it is.
That sounds like fun.
Ah, yes, this is one of my favorite voices in the game. Is not Gong, that's the general panda dude, but the Magister here.
Your Excellency!
His voice is just so
By
great.
who?
He's got like this deep, echoey voice.
There shall his pilgrimage to the
This is troubling. Zhao may be a buffoon, but I never believed he was capable of this.
Did not know the game before this
pair of
podcast.
youngsters
Looks
warned us
interesting.
about
I'll
the
grab
attack.
it. Cool.
Yay.
refuse
Thanks.
to listen. I have failed you, Magister.
It is really
Don't be
fun to
hard on
play.
yourself, General. I would have been just as skeptical.
Ooh.
Tell me, who was it that issued this warning?
Sortable Shelf 19. I already bought it twice. Which version will be my
Something.
third? You're crazy. I
Yeah.
like you.
No, I mean, I guess I will probably be getting a copy for Switch, even though I don't have a Switch yet. I'll probably make sure to buy a copy, and it'll be my third as well.
You never
Because yeah, I mean, you can probably tell I'm wearing the T-shirt from the PC version here,
Yeah.
so you can tell I'm a fan of this game for sure.
There's still time to get it later, Rudy.
We have to find them.
That Quack, by the way, is voiced by the creator of the game.
You
He,
sure you
he
don't
plays
want
the
to hang
Duck
out with
Guard
us?
as well.
Nice.
Thanks, but
I appreciate when
I'm
people
try and fix my
like when the
gadgets.
creators of games
Fair
just
enough.
play random
Just
animal
shout if you need
sounds.
it.
in them.
Yeah.
'Cause I can think of one other example in the PS2
Okay.
era.
What
There's
are you
the
gonna get?
Konami game Shadow of Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
The creator of that, who's also the writer of Suikoden apparently.
Oh.
She voiced just the cat in it. She did all
Oh,
the
we should
meows
have
for the
plenty
cat.
of things to do,
Awesome.
especially with the new
Yeah.
one around.
It's just like, okay, cool.
Quack.
Yeah, this is a fairly lengthy cutscene. This is pretty indicative of a lot of the game. I love these long cutscenes myself, but I know other people don't, and that's why the classic mode exists
Right.
for people who just want to, skip all this, go straight to the story.
Cutscenes are so like entertaining though.
Yeah.
It's not like they're a chore. you
Yeah.
know?
And especially when it's a game like this, the characters are really charming. They're animated well. It really does feel like you're watching a Saturday morning cartoon,
Yeah.
which I just
And they're
love.
so cute. Look
Yeah.
at that.
I mean,
Calm down. What is it?
Torque turned into an alien or something.
Yeah, this is the sort of the start of the real story in a lot of ways. Is at
Come
this
with me,
point.
Come on.
I probably had a bad dream.
I'm serious. Get up. Come on. Get up. Get up.
Right. Let me get my shoes on. Torque?
It's not what it looks like.
What are you? Give us answers, buddy.
It's not what it looks
I'll tell you.
like.
But you have to promise to keep it to yourselves.
We promise. Right, Carol?
Right. Pinky swear.
I'm from another world. Actually, I'm part of an alliance between many different worlds. We're called Chasers.
So yes.
You're an alien
This is Freedom Planet for a
Pretty much,
reason.
yeah.
There are sci-fi elements to this story.
Yeah.
This is the start of them. Although I
So,
guess you
why
probably
don't
could
you
tell by the
aliens
UFO
care
during the
about our
intro as
planet?
well.
Yeah.
The man that wants your kingdom stone isn't from
And
around
yes,
here
Lord
either.
Brevin also has a
He calls
very
himself Lord
menacing voice. And fun story, the voice actor for Lord Brevin stopped by our E3 booth and played Freedom Planet. Didn't tell us who he was, though.
Oh.
So he just was playing it, and he was like, who voices the villain? Like, man, what a voice that is. And he was just like messing with us the whole time. He's like, I don't care about the game, I just want to know about the villain. Yeah. Eventually, like, Sarah noticed the name on the name tag and was like,
Thousands
"Oh!"
killed or corrupted.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny that he just kind of stopped by and was just messing with us.
That's
That is
just
funny.
the tip of the iceberg.
Very, very cool.
Who was it?
See, I was afraid you would ask that. I am terrible with names and I apologize.
I
Yeah,
am too.
We can look it up.
that's true.
The power of the internet.
I'm sure somebody in the chat probably knows too.
Quick
Yeah,
chat.
chat,
see what
if
you
you
can say.
know,
them to help me.
let us know,
If
chat.
Brevin gets his hands on the Kingdom Stone, then I'll have no choice. I'll have to destroy it.
Destroy it? You can't be serious.
So yeah, this is sort of the crux of
I'll
the
only
plot.
destroy it
Is
if I have no other
this
choice.
stone is the source of
Or I
energy
have
for this
his
entire
dying
world,
breath that I will
and
not let Brevin get
like
Sorry
this
about your
weird
captain,
alien
but
invader
you
wants
can't
it as well, which has spawned these, like, sparked a war among the
You
three
won't even have to
kingdoms.
think about it,
Are
because I'm gonna
they're
have
just
to
sort of
get it
vying
back.
for control over it and trying to
Hear
not
how
let it be
dangerous
stolen by an
It's
alien.
gonna take a lot more than robots and aliens to slow a dragon down.
If she's gonna go for it, then
That
I
was
am
so
too.
great.
If we can beat up a giant praying mantis thing together, then who knows what else we can do. I wanna cook too.
I guess we could let you save Carol's life a few more times.
Hey.
Yay!
So the three of you are really gonna help me stop him?
Say no more, Team Lilac's got your back. Well, think about the name later, okay?
I'd be lying if I said I was comfortable with this, but you all know this world better than I do.
So, it's official, right?
Chat, let us know what
More or
your
less.
favorite
Welcome
character
aboard,
design
ladies.
has been so far on the stream.
Awesome. Wonderful.
Well, yes, now we get a little bit of that voice in action here.
Good evening, sir. It may interest you to know that the location of the artifact has shifted. It's moving toward a densely populated region to the east.
This could work to our advantage. Get me the king's son. Where do your duties lie, Prince?
Let me know.
It is my duty
Let me
to
know too
protect
if you
my
want me to
father's
skip the
kingdom.
rest of this, because this goes on for probably another 3 minutes ish.
You would sacrifice your
Yeah,
very
chat, you
life
let us
for
know
me.
what you
Getting
want
near
us to
the
do.
end, I just figured you guys might like to see the
Yes.
story, but I don't know how interesting it is. I mean, I'm just kind of like
And you would
watching it
crush
myself
all
right now, but I
those
just realized we've been
presence.
totally quiet as a result. Sorry about that.
We must protect it at all
What?
costs.
So Dr. Brevin was apparently Xander Bergen.
Exactly.
That's the guy. Okay.
There you go. Xander, what's
The
his
one you
last
call Zao
Barriga.
has taken something
Xander
very
Barriga.
precious.
Barja.
Something you're not going
But yeah, it was very cool. Sorry I forgot your name if you're watching this, Xander, but it was very cool to meet you at E3.
Revenge is upon us, my
I believe Prince Dale was also voiced by Sean Chiplock.
Mm.
I'm not 100% on that, but I believe he was.
His plans to steal our kingdom stone.
Again, I'm sure somebody in the chat will correct me if I'm wrong
He
on that.
was.
Okay, good.
Deploy our sky battalion.
Sigma Jump, you're doing East cosplay, right? I think I remember you tweeting that to us.
Oh yeah, I've been told to look out. Apparently there's going to be somebody doing a Toll cosplay from East Origin.
That would be Sigma Jump.
Awesome.
I do believe.
Well,
You
if
can
that is the
confirm
case,
that.
hopefully I will see you there, because that sounds awesome. I would love to see a Toll cosplay.
He said he's trying.
Awesome.
Hey, up and at 'em. We've got adventuring to do.
Oh, 5 more minutes. Ow! Good morning, Carol.
Alright, finally we're getting to the end here.
You can blame Carol for that. She
And then as
sleeps
soon as
for
we
like
get to the
half a
stage, I'm going
day.
to quit out anyway, just to play the first stage as Mila for you guys, so you can see the third character in action.
Well said, I'd pick
Totally
Carol over
worth it.
Lilac. Well,
Well, anyway,
You don't
I got
have
a
to,
call
you
from
can
that
play
big
them all.
panda
That's
guy
right.
I told you about.
Wait till you
He's
see
gonna help
Mila,
us.
though. Mila is very different.
oh,
Mila is my
Where's he
favorite
coming?
by far, just because she's so...
Actually, we have to go meet
She's
him.
just so
He'll
different.
be
She's
waiting
the
for us
most
north
unique
here.
character to
Perfect.
play as,
Yeah.
without
my
a doubt.
radar last night,
And
so
she
we
has
could
the
use it to
most
find the
moves,
meeting
which is
point.
why she's the most difficult to play.
Great.
Also, the
Ready,
least
girls?
health. She only has 4 leaves of health, as opposed to the others
Aye, aye,
7, I think it
Captain.
is.
To adventure!
But despite the low health, she is the powerhouse character by far.
According to the radar,
I think it's a little off. This way!
That's one of her moves that you get to play as, is her,
Yeah.
her flutter.
she's got a good nose.
I'll say.
Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am General Gong of Shang-Tu.
It's an honor, General.
The Royal Magister has a proposal. We'd like you to help us get the stone back. It's in the greedy little hands of Man Zhao in our neighbor city, Shangmu.
So cute.
Why do you need our help? Don't you have...
We want to try and resolve this
Woo!
peace.
Gonna hear another quack from the creator of the game in a minute as well.
Current state of affairs, Gong, they're out of the picture.
So you need us to fly to Shangmu and convince Zhao.
Precisely.
Let's give it a shot.
Right. I assume we'll
Quack
be
is
taking
great.
one of these planes.
Uh-huh. You do know how to fly it.
Of course I do.
Good. When you get there, head straight for the city hall.
Yes, sir.
There it goes.
Hope you're not afraid of heights.
I'll be okay.
And you might have seen this at the end of our trailer. Oh yes, this is the scene. I'm gonna hold the buttons here. You're gonna get a little bit of the outtakes.
You guys are about to hear some bloopers.
Didn't you?
How did you know we were coming?
You seemed pretty determined to get that stone back.
So you're the thief Lilac was talking about.
I've been called worse.
Where is it?
I've already finished the job. It's time for my brother to play his hand.
Your brother?
Prince Delos. Prince... This is hard to be cool and suave while being informative at the same time. God damn it.
Prince Delos, Suigon.
Really?
But yes, there's just a button combination you can hold during gameplay, and it will. If they're outtakes, you're all good.
We can tell them what it is. It's down X.
Down and X.
Yeah.
You just hold down and X during
Nice
during any cutscene.
Yeah, so if there's bloopers in that cutscene, it will play them.
There is actually a blooper in the very first cutscene as well. I was debating trying to do that, but I figured let's not start with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one in the very first cutscene is when Carol's like, "Oh, do we have to chase after them?" And Lilac just suddenly is like, "Carol, go take your flea bath some other time. We've got to do this, or the plot won't advance," or something like that. That's great.
We'll cut him off with a huge shopping mall.
So
over
yeah,
there.
this is the setup for Fortune Knight, which is of course Chinese cityscape and then shopping mall. But we are going to, before we get into that, we're going to play as Mila. Because I said so. Let's not do it on casual, because we don't need to, unless you want to play.
I'll play, but I'll play on normal.
Okay. Oop, well,
Oh God,
I don't know
don't
what
do
happened,
it!
but yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
I don't know why it keeps going to hard.
It keeps going to hard.
Oh, yeah, I guess you just have to click on file 5. But, oh. You go up to file 5 and click A. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Adventure. And then Mila.
Rudy asked if we can play a level that gives them a Sonic vibe, non-stop running movement.
You'll see a little bit of that with the level we're going to end the stream on, fortunately.
Mila?
Mila, yes.
Let's do this.
Actually, this cutscene is identical. Oh no, I don't think it's exactly identical. But it definitely shows a lot of the same stuff that we saw before.
Alrighty.
But yeah, Mila, I guess I'll give you... You've never played as Mila, right?
I think I might have played very briefly.
Okay. I will give you the same rundown that I gave people at E3, and then, you know, that'll also be for our chat.
Good for the chat to hear as well.
Because Mila definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. So yeah, before you go any further, yeah, stay right here for the moment. That is one of her things. She has the double jump flutter. So if you press and hold Y, that creates that. You can press it again to throw it. That does a ton of damage. Press and hold, what is it? X.
X. Gotcha.
Yeah, hold it, and while you're
That's a
holding
shield.
it, yeah, you can direct it, and then when you let go, it fires out. You can also just press it to basically shoot.
Okay.
You can also combine Y and X, so if you create a block
Really?
and then create the shield,
Ooh,
you can then fire that off, and it's an enormous blast that does a ton of damage.
that's the official
I-
sound it makes.
Additionally, if you flutter over this water gap here, don't run down there yet, jump over to the right and climb the ladder. And any patch of grass like this, you can actually duck down and press the A button over and over to dig. And there are oftentimes hidden items buried in the
Wow.
grass. It's very uncommon to find something, but I think if you go between the trees there is actually something hidden here, like right there.
Oh, I just grabbed something?
There you
Oh,
go.
look at that.
Yeah. And yeah, you want to probably use the X button. Oh yeah, you can also pick things up as Mila,
Throw
which
it.
yeah, which does come in handy during the boss battle for this stage. Is picking things up.
That was cool.
So now you're going into the drink.
Thank you, Sonic Boom, for hosting us.
Very nice. Oh, if you did, yeah, just let that go and then.
Yeah.
Don't forget, yeah, X button is sort of
Gotcha.
your main attack because it's such a kind of weird setup for her.
Yeah, I'm not used to this control scheme. But I'll get there the more I play.
Yeah, she is definitely tough to get used to, but once you do, you can pull off some amazing moves with her.
Yeah, I bet.
Just
Yeah.
because she has such a variety of moves to work with.
Here we go. This is probably like my third time playing Freedom Planet, by the way, guys. So if I do die,
Well, this is Mila who has the least health of anyone, so.
yeah. Yeah, see, I'll just blame it on that.
No, this is tough stuff for sure. Like, this is not an easy character to play as.
Maybe I'll go down.
You actually do have to go up and over that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Down, yeah, and then
Yeah,
from
gotcha.
here up and over.
Oh,
You just have to like make sure to not touch that. Yeah, that threw off quite a few people at E3, but that's also pretty good tutorialing, I think, because it kind of gives you a feel for what
yeah,
Mila's
how
deal
high
is.
you
Yeah.
can go. Whee! What is that?
Oh, you got it open thing down there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm pointing at a screen no one else can see.
Yeah.
But you can see it, so you know what's up.
I gotta get used to using these.
Yeah, those are very useful. In fact, right about here is
Yeah.
where they're going to be super useful.
I was gonna say, can you just put it down?
You cannot, but yeah, there's.
Oh god!
there's a
I was
trick
trying to
here.
dig in there!
Yeah, this is where the blocks come in particularly handy.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget you have a shield. You can actually block those attacks with the shield. You don't have to, but you can.
Ooh.
Got it.
Yeah.
And yeah, note where the head landed. The head.
Later, Michelle Bells.
Oh,
See ya.
See ya.
8 a.m. over there.
Ah, I suppose it would be. But yeah, you'll note where the head landed when you defeated the boss. It landed right on that switch.
Oh,
It's funny how that
gotcha.
works.
Yeah, huh.
And yeah, the game does have underwater sections, full swim controls and everything. There are also multiple, whatchamacallit, shield types in the game, including a shield that gives you unlimited air underwater, which is nice.
Yeah, very nice.
But for the
Let's get
most
this
part, you
bubble.
don't really need it because the underwater sections aren't super huge, except the one stage that's entirely underwater. In which point the blue shield is very useful. But yeah, the game has, I think, 7 different shields, something like that all do different things. One allows you to walk on spikes without taking damage. One allows you to breathe underwater. One makes crystals like that just sort of magnetize to you.
Very close. Yeah, I just saw that. What do we got
That is
going
something.
on over here?
I didn't even know this was here.
Huh.
Actually, I think one person at E3 might have found that. I believe that's the one that magnetizes crystals to you.
Ooh!
Yep,
Oh!
that is indeed what it is.
That is wonderful.
Nice. Good job.
Give me all crystal babies. Oh, and I'm gonna guess that this means this.
Yep. You got it. It just opened that thing to your left. Mini boss time.
I got this, guys.
There's a trick to this mini boss. Oh, actually that works though. You can indeed throw blocks into his mouth, but you can also
eat this.
You can also knock his thing into his mouth.
Oh, good idea.
I think you just got him though. Yeah. That was pretty good. He's a lot harder to get with blocks than he is by knocking the thing into his mouth. What is that thing called? The dangling bit. On like a
lure.
A lure, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just call it the dangling bit. I think so.
Angler.
Angler, yeah. That's what I know it as.
We just got an interesting comment.
Yeah, you got that already. That just opened the thing below you.
Okay. Yeah, guys, sorry. I'm playing without sound, so I can't hear when things open up.
The one we're missing.
Yeah.
The shields have their elements corresponding to the 5 elements.
Oh, yeah, I believe Sarah was mentioning something about that at E3 as well. I wasn't sure how many there were, so I didn't really want to, like, talk out of my ass and say anything without knowing for sure. You need to go this way and hit that switch on the wall.
Oh, okay.
You got it. I just opened that up. Yep.
Oh no, I lost my shield! Ah!
It's all good.
I know, but I wanted those sweet, sweet
Watch
jewels.
out, this thing can crush you against ceilings if you're not careful.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds fun. I just wanted to wake up the beast. I still have to go down here?
Nope, up there is where you're going. Yeah, this stage is also a bit of a maze.
Yeah. Getting super turned around parts.
That's what this game does to you. The stages are indeed very non-linear in this game.
Oh.
This, by the way, is one of my favorite tracks on the soundtrack, Aqua Tunnel 2.
Whee!
Indeed.
Just gonna go up here.
Yep. Yeah, I guess when I say that the game is non-linear, there is of course one goal that you're heading toward, but there are oftentimes multiple paths to get to that goal, and lots of hidden things along the way.
I was trying to see if that was a secret.
There is a secret around here, but not here. It's a little bit farther up.
Oh, cannot wait to play this one on my Switch. What do the cards do?
The cards unlock like concept art and music tracks that you can play or view from the title screen.
Alright. Oh god!
Yeah, you just have to stand on top of them, not the middle part.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
There you go.
Go.
Now this is the sneaky.
Oh god!
Yeah, line the ceiling with spikes just to mess you up.
I want that. I want that badly. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, shields are definitely very helpful.
Woo!
I think this is the shield that regenerates health? I don't remember what the conditions are. It doesn't steadily regenerate your health, but under certain conditions it does. I think you missed it though. But there's more.
Yeah, it's alright.
More up here. You can, even if you're running like at a pretty slow clip, you can still run that.
Oh, gotcha.
And it's fine. Well, that apparently... Oh, it attracts health to you. That's what that does.
Huh.
Now, this is the boss of the stage. This is a somewhat tricky boss. There are multiple ways to defeat him, but there's one much easier way than the other. Oh, that's pretty good.
Eat that!
Yeah, there is.
Eat that!
There is another way. Wow,
Eat
you're
this!
actually doing really well.
Eat it!
That's actually
Throw that?
Yeah, you can actually pick up items. Remember, if you walk into an item with a block in your hand or let an item fall on your head, you'll pick it up. So
I'm gonna kill him this way.
That certainly works.
Guys, I need your energy.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, there's also been some debate what to call Mila's green cubes. Danielle refers to them as Jello cubes. I like the fan technique of calling them murder cubes.
Ah! Here.
Okay.
Your turn. I thought I did well.
That was pretty good. For a first try it with Mila, that was impressive.
Murder cube.
Murder cube, yeah.
That is my
unofficial
choice as well.
dub. The shield draws health to you, creates a health pedal after collecting 15 crystals and protects from poisons.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Spec is like the Freedom Planet man right now. Dragonflame says some cards you collect will still be locked into the game.
Ah, that makes
Thank you
sense.
for your energy, but it wasn't enough, Spec. It wasn't enough because I died. Yeah, I should have done that. Why am I so stubborn? I just wanted to beat him my way.
I mean, the fact that you got as many hits as you did with just the cubes is pretty impressive, honestly.
I'm like doing it the super hard way.
But yeah, that was Mila's first stage. So now you've seen a little bit of all three characters in action. And now comes the question, which character do you want to see Fortune Knight played with?
Yeah, let us know, guys. Which character should we play right now?
Hey, Tom.
What's up?
Gel ouchies.
Gel ouchies?
Gel ouchies.
Okay.
Guess what I got?
Oh yes, this is her version of the intro to stage 2, by the way.
I'll fly real high in the clouds if I can find my
That is a really cute stump. Look at its little mouth. We got one vote for Carol. Any other votes for who we should play next?
You're so funny when you don't say anything.
Your choices are Lilac, Carol, and Mila. Or, if you can't remember which is which, purple, green, or white will do. Or, you know, dragon, cat, or dog.
Lilac and Carol tied right now. 2 for Carol. Green.
That'll do it. Alright, well, this is now the start of Mila's stage, so I'm going to quit out.
It looks
We're
like
gonna get ready.
Carol is the winner.
Carol is my personal favorite to play the stage with, so I appreciate that, actually. So, we good? Good with Carol?
Carol it is, then.
Let's do it.
Alright. Fortune Knight with Carol. You've already seen this, although this is from Carol's perspective. So I'll show just a little bit. It becomes the same cutscene afterward, though. The cutscenes do take place from the perspective of whichever character you chose to play as. So they will differ whenever characters get split up, which is also why some characters have their own unique stages, because as part of the story, certain characters will split up from time to time, and they'll go their own separate ways and then reconvene later. And yeah, now it's reconvening with the story you've already seen, so we'll skip this. And yeah, the reason Carol's my favorite to play Fortune Knight with is because immediate motorcycle.
Woo!
And it's really easy to keep the motorcycle for the whole stage, although now that I've said that, I will probably lose it immediately. But yeah, that's one of the gimmicks in the stage. There's so many gimmicks and things in this stage, it's great.
This looks like a fun stage.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the, like, flashy show-off stage. It's great.
Ooh!
Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Defying gravity with my motorcycle.
There's nothing better than going around a loop in a motorcycle.
Or riding on the heads of dragons with a motorcycle. Oh yeah. That did that thing. And this boss... This is a boss I will be fighting later, but right now I'm not fighting him, so I'm just gonna hang on up here and avoid taking damage. Oh, didn't work. Oh well.
Think of the leg strength it takes to do that, everyone. Just take a moment.
Also, you know, driving up ladders.
Yeah.
I just appreciate that that's a thing.
I think that's more of the bike, though, than the actual strength of Carol. Yeah, Carol's hanging on a bar with a bike animation is pretty great. It really is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this sucks.
Oh yeah, one of the Easter eggs, a lot of the Easter eggs in this stage you can't see when you're on a bike, but one of the Easter eggs, these park benches, you can just sit on them and chill.
Aww.
Like, there's just a bunch of little animations like that in this stage. Should I get that? And you can take some time to beat this thing, or just ignore it.
Yeah.
And basically can't take damage when I'm behind it, but it takes a whole lot of damage to kill it. It's almost not worth it, but I can win. And it pushes me into the next area. Yep, you don't have to.
The spec wanted to mention that you can dismount the bike with down jump.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I'll do that next time I'm at one of those situations. Like right here, let me kill this guy before he shoots me to death, though. Okay. Then I can just... Whoa.
This will make a great screenshot right here.
Just kind of chilling.
Yay.
Yeah, let's get back on
So
that bike.
cute.
Through there more. Yeah. As you can see, too, this is a much more of a speed-focused level, but if you take the time to, like, not do speed, no, not do speed is good advice in general, but it's a different story. But yeah, if you take the time to not be speedy, you can certainly find a whole bunch. There's so much to actually find in this stage.
Yeah. Woo!
I'm just ignoring that
Nice.
one.
Dragon Flame said, I already got this game. I got this game on Switch. When I get this game on Switch, I always choose Lilac to do this on hard mode. Hard mode's pretty hard, so kudos to you.
Yep, that is impressive. I never play games on hard mode. I always figure I'll play normal mode because that's the expected mode.
If there's in a game that has like an achievement or a trophy for the hard, I might just play it, but that's usually the only time I do.
Yeah, these slot machines, totally pointless, but they're fun.
Yeah, they are really fun.
Also, let's see if I can do this thing. Yeah, driving upside down on the girder is always fun. Yeah, and if I didn't have the bike, I could re-get it right here.
Whee!
And... Run!
Ah!
I do like also that happens in a lot of stages where the bosses for the stage where the mini-boss will taunt you, like midway through the stage. That happened a little in stage 1, I don't know if you guys noticed. The the boss taunting me in the waterfall, and here it happens quite a few times. Though that is not the final boss of the stage, it's just the mid-boss. This is, yeah, the mid-boss right here. It's not too difficult. I'd say as I get hit, I think. Oh no, I didn't get hit. Nice. There are spikes beneath this, so yeah, you definitely don't want to have them break all the way through or you're kind of screwed.
Oh yeah.
Note that if you are playing as Lilac, there is a different mini-boss who is much more difficult in my opinion. It's actually him, who you might remember from an earlier cutscene.
I fought him in the E3 demo.
Yep. I did indeed fight him on camera at E3, and I got my ass handed to me on camera at E3, which was embarrassing. So, if anybody saw that, sorry. But yeah, this is one of the other little Easter eggs are you can just kind of duck and hide in the bathrooms.
That's the women's bathroom.
Yeah. If you go in the men's bathroom, you hear a voice just say, "Hey!"
Oh,
and
that's
you get
great.
thrown out. Yeah. Change the direction of the escalator there. Yep.
Whoa.
I don't care about your gems.
Nice.
Something up there. Oh. Actually, let me dismount from here as well. But I'll do it on more solid ground. Because crap. Oh well. Well, that kind of sucked. Oh well. I can get back up there, but I don't really care that much. It's fine to not have a motorcycle here. I just wanted to be in the disco section so I could show you something. Yeah. Just if you stand still in the disco section, the character dances. Each of the 3 characters has their own unique dance as well.
Oh, that's so
that's
great.
another one of the Easter eggs. And I did, I was gonna say, and I did get my motorcycle back, but then I jinxed myself.
That is great.
But that's fine. I'll play as regular Carol for a little bit, because I will get the motorcycle back as a matter of course later on anyway. Yeah, I've already been there, so I'm gonna jump off. I know where I am. And there's actually another motorcycle here as well, but there's also a men's room, so I can show you that little Easter egg. Just like, hey!
Wonderful. Nestor sounds like the perfect character for you in that case.
To what are you referring?
Nestor said, "I like cats. My favorite color is green, and she's another character who didn't thank me for playing and told me I was cool."
Oh yeah, she does indeed do that. That's a good point. Wait, what am I doing? I can just drive up walls. There's that thing in the way, but I can jump past that with a little bit of maneuvering. Which I know I can do, I've done it before. There we go.
You have to believe.
Yeah.
Do you believe?
I believe!
Whee!
Oh, invincibility. Always good to have. Ooh, jump pad. What does that take me? Just there.
So what do you like playing Chicken Planet with the Pro Controller?
Oh, it was great.
And Switch.
Yeah, no, I definitely prefer the Pro Controller. I'm very much a fan of having full-sized buttons.
Quality controller.
Notice the patch of grass there in case you're playing as Mila.
Yeah.
I don't think I really need a blue shield right now, but I'll take it.
Going up. Rudy asked, why did the background music change so suddenly?
It changed... Oh, that was invincibility. When you get invincibility, you get the invincibility jingle.
Oh.
and then when it wears off, it goes back to the regular music. So that is probably what you were referring to. So missing this guy a lot, and getting really close to the spikes, so that's not good.
Yes, well, this will be the perfect game for Switch.
Alright. No! Okay, got him. Spikes, spikes! Good. Gotta get up there, though. It's okay, I made it.
Oh,
yeah.
you did it!
Nice.
Yeah, that was good.
And I'm gonna need this health because we are at the boss.
Nice.
This is the one that if people beat 33, they're down to a wire in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a 15-minute time limit for every demo at E3, and it definitely made it difficult for levels of this length to actually be completed. Especially as Mila. I didn't have anyone play this as Mila and finish it, because it takes her much longer. And her version of this boss battle, it's actually pretty cool. You fight this same boss no matter which character you play as, but if you're Lilac, you are running. If you're Carol, you're on the motorcycle, and if you're Mila, you're actually fighting from the airplane. So you fight it from 3 different perspectives depending on which character you choose. I like when you're playing as not Mila though, because Mila drops health power-ups for Mila lives that you can actually keep. Oh really? I thought it was just like pretty much regular. That just says that I'm terrible at the game though.
I mean, I definitely got the before, and she's basically
I think I remember Sarah saying that that was added at the last minute due to feedback from people who were playing the game saying that this boss was just way too difficult for her. Which I could see, this boss is pretty tough.
got a lot of hope.
I'm also not good at timing my X button moves with so I time them right, I can avoid any damage, but...
Nestor asks, Sarah Lee was in the original, but was she involved with porting the Switch at all?
No. She was involved with the original programming for the game on PC. But it was cool, because of that, she's technically one of the developers of the game, and she was helping to show it at E3. So that was cool. She will not be present at any Expo game.
Walt says, I like how she waits and chucks the power up out of the plane.
Yeah. She kind of does like the shout, like the hey!
Yay!
Yeah, that is the start of the story there. Got the Disco Fever achievement for dancing, which I went out of my way to do.
Awesome. Did you see that? You were like, take that, and I was like, pow, pow!
Not so fast, Commander. If you're searching for the stone, you might want to look up.
Ah, yes.
You might want to look up.
I forgot the 4th stage is in fact on board an airship,
Enjoy your victory.
which is also a really fun stage. It's also the one stage that doesn't do the thing where you get different background music for the second half, because there isn't really a second half. Instead, there are like 4 sections, and you can play them in any order you want. So it's kind of a unique stage in that sense.
Who did the port to the Switch? Did Galaxy Trail do it themselves?
That's actually a really good question. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to get back to you on that one, but if you send us a message on social, we can let you know.
You! Over there!
He's royalty? You. Oh!
Very good.
Mayor Zhao is a pretty excellent character as well. Everything with him is +5 something. And he's very over the top, yes. +5 glory.
I offer each of you free reign over Zhao's
That's
shopping
great.
paradise. With this coupon for 5% off selected brands. Aw, what the heck? Why don't I just invite you over to dinner? My treat.
You mean a royal feast? I am pretty hungry.
what about the stone?
And just so you guys know, we're about to end it shortly after this. So if you have any last questions,
Yes, please.
let us know now.
Please
Thank
do
you
indeed.
for watching our Freedom Planet on Nintendo Switch stream.
Yeah, sorry if I was a little quiet. I was just kind of getting into it. So.
Yeah, watching the cutscenes.
Follow me.
There's
I shall
no
drown your
exact
sorrows
release
in
date yet. There's going to be a
delicious
release
chow
window of
mein.
this fall.
Don't worry about taking turns. I'm sure you must be hungry. So have at it.
Sushi!
Sushi! Me too!
Me too!
Exactly.
So, what's that giant head on the wall over there?
That's the pride of my collection. An ancient statue modeled after the dragons of the before time.
That becomes important,
What's special about them
as you might
compared
expect.
to, you know, someone like Lilac?
I want
What's
sushi
special?
now. Thanks,
Ha!
Freedom Planet.
Did you come from another planet or something?
Sorry.
Long ago, a magnificent creature soared across Avalis in a ball of
I
fire.
rather like that while everyone else is attentively listening to him,
Our
Carol's just still
ancestors were
picking
so
out.
Yeah. Carol's awesome.
Three kingdoms in its honor.
Carol's just like, yeah, whatever. And then Mila joins her. She's like, yeah, okay.
Bingo! And when the cities were built, the dragon transformed into the
You know the
legendary
cutscenes are good
kingdom
when
stone we know
we're
and love today.
stopping to watch them
The
too.
same stone that was heartlessly yanked
Yeah, it's a
away
fun
from
story.
me.
It does get pretty dark later. Like there's I think this is rated E10 plus.
Mhm.
There's a reason for that. There are definitely some scenes that are a little disturbing actually.
Oh wow.
Manners!
But yeah, for the most part, it's a pretty lighthearted story. It's got some really intense moments. It's got quite a few more characters that you'll be meeting along the way. Like I said, this is just the end of stage 3 out of 12 for any given character. So there's a lot of content to this game.
Yeah. Snot
Shenmue
Rock,
is on the
we
brink of an
just
energy
said this, but
crisis.
we'll just
With the
say it
stone in our
again so you
hands,
can hear.
it was
But
all
there's
been
no
a
exact
dream.
release date yet. Just it'll be out this fall.
Yep.
Well, that went so
Nintendo
well.
Switch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I
great.
don't think this energy.
I'm really
crisis
glad
of
that we
yours
had a
is an
chance to
accident.
help out Galaxy
I
Trail
think
and
it's
release this on
deliberate,
Switch.
and I
Yeah.
think
Because
we know
this
who-
really is an amazingly good game. I'm a huge fan of good indie games in general. This was very much a labor of love game. Like you can tell when you're playing it that a lot of time and effort went into crafting the cutscenes and making really cool levels and everything. It's a cool game.
Yeah.
Something useful to say. The only thing that matters
So many
to me
Easter
is how
eggs.
quickly I can cast you aside.
And I like that it's challenging in parts too.
Also the fact that it's fully voice acted. Like not many indies would actually take the time to
Yeah, that's
fully
true.
voice act a
That's
game.
true.
You'll fail. Men like you always fail.
Yeah, a little brutal at times too.
Interesting theory.
Hello, sir. Have you beheaded the intruders yet?
What is it?
There's an
It's not
incoming
Nunox. I
transmission
already
from
have a
General
few
Serpentine.
copies and I've done fan art. Anytime you guys do any fan art, feel free to tweet it at us because we love seeing that stuff.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, definitely. There's been some really good fan art for this game.
Yeah,
too.
there is really good fan art for this game.
Of course, my lord.
It definitely seems to have like a lot of dedicated fans, which was also really nice to see. And it's really nice to hear that a lot of the dedicated fans will be buying the Switch version.
Yeah.
As you wish, sir.
We're getting off this rock.
An alliance with Shang-Tu. What a lovely idea. Oh, hey, Magister. Sorry about
No
ambushing
spoilers
your
in the
soldiers
chat,
and
guys.
desecrating your temple. Let's go frolicking in the woods together with our makeup and pretty dresses.
Sky,
You're
feel free
excellent.
to
We're a
send us some of
neutral
your fan
party.
art. We love to see.
Send us to speak on your behalf.
If he won't listen to the greatest ruler in all of Avalis, why would he listen to a bunch of kids?
Can we try? Pretty please. Just imagine how much people are going to love you for reuniting the three kingdoms again.
Me? A war hero?
He's very easy to manipulate.
Could use a few extra.
Will you help us then?
What the heck? It's worth a shot.
Yay!
To the airship!
We get to ride in that? Oh my gosh, yes.
But of course, it's equipped with everything
Yeah,
you'll need
voice
for your
acting is
trip.
so great.
Yeah,
including your
and
luxurious
every line is voice acted. There's
Yeah.
nothing in this game that is not voice acted.
Very cool.
I think it's pretty good voice acting too. It really captures that like Saturday morning cartoon feel.
Yeah. Nestor, that's just wrong.
What is?
The spoiler. The bad guy is the villain.
Oh yeah. Man, that's horrible spoilering. What are you doing?
Just imagine it, Carol. There are other worlds out there.
I like
just
these moments
ours.
too. There are these little moments where the
We
characters
should
just
go
kind
on
of
a
chat.
space adventure someday. Don't you
Yeah.
think that'd be so cool?
Are you kidding? It'd be the coolest thing ever.
I remember saying almost exactly the same.
Did you have a change of heart?
Not really, no. I guess I just wasn't prepared for the sacrifices I had to make. Just gotta keep moving forward with the mission, I guess. No point in thinking about a past that can't be changed.
You're right.
How's the other girl doing?
Mila, I'm not sure. Can you go check on her, Carol?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna get some sleep.
Well, I'm fine. You go on ahead.
I think this is getting to the end of the cutscene here, but yeah, this is, I believe, a pretty
How's it
important character development scene from
I'm
Mila here.
making a wish. Oh, what kind of wish? Well, I really want to see my mommy and daddy again. Sounds like a good thing to wish for. We're gonna be going inside soon. You wanna come? Okay.
Aww.
What's going on?
Shoot! We've gotta disable those ships or we're toast!
And the actual stage. So this, I guess, is where we will call it quits here.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you liked what you saw. If you hadn't seen the game before, if you have, you can pick up Freedom Planet on Nintendo Switch this fall. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.